Hi y'all, hello everybody. Right now I have I guess you would call it a rant. I guess it would be a rant. I have no makeup on. I have a slight headache coming on. I didn't sleep good last night. I just woke up a few hours ago, or probably 2 or 3 hours ago, and first thing I do in the morning is I take care of my dogs. I feed, water them, take them out, get them all settled, play with them, and then I tend to myself. Okay, I just did all that with my dogs, and I was doing some things, checking my bank book, checking things, just doing a few things. And then I got really, really hungry. I slept through breakfast, so I was going to have to order off go get me something. I didn't feel like eating anything, making anything. I'm tired, don't feel good. I go get me something at the, there, and then I needed to get some bottled water because I have to drink a lot of water because of my kidneys, and I have kidney stones, not kidney problems, kidney stones. And I like drinking Coke, so if I drink Coke, so I have to drink as much water or more, actually. And I was driving over there, and this guy, I was driving through a parking lot, and he honked. I didn't know if he was honking at me. I was like not really close to him. I wasn't blocking him or in the way, or it's a very long parking lot. It's got like a gas station, a grocery store, a little tiny little, I guess like what do you call, strip mall thing with like several stores, the restaurant, and McDonald's restaurant on one side, and then it's got like, did I say gas pumps? Got a gas station, little gas pump thing. And then it's got a water kiosk where you can go get bottled water. And I was trying to make it from one end to the other to go get my water, fill up my jugs of water. And the guy was honking at me, or I didn't know. Really, at first I didn't think he was honking at me. And he was all the way, he was like 3 little rows over, but he was sticking out and I was sticking out. And I thought maybe he thought I was going to cut him off or something, but I wasn't going to turn that way in front of him. I was going straight that way, or kind of off to the side. And I just went along my merry way, and there's a whole several rows of parked cars, and he had to, I don't know where he's doing, what he's doing, whatever. And I went over to the water thing, and I filled up, I had 3 jugs of water, and I filled it up. And then I got in my car, and I started to take off. And the same guy pulls up almost T-boning like my door. I mean, he didn't hit me, but I mean in that position as if to T-bone my door, my driver's side door. And he honked, and I kind of looked at him. I didn't recognize him. I just took off. I didn't know if he was honking at me or what. I was like, I'm going, I thought maybe he was impatient or something, and I realized it was the same guy. I just took off, and I went off to turn, and he started following me, and he was honking, and there's 2 turning spaces. I missed the first one because I was paying attention to him, and so I was fixing to turn into the second. It's like kind of at the very end of the parking lot, and I started to turn, and he pulled up right next to me. He was honking, and I was like, what? And he made a motion to like roll down my window. I was like, and I have trouble with this stupid window thing. Sometimes it doesn't work right, and I have to turn it on and off. It's got a short or something. I don't know what's wrong with it. And I finally did, and he reached over and turned his off. He goes, I was honking at you over there. I saw you over there at McDonald's. I've been noticing you around town. I've noticed your vehicle, and I've seen you get out a few times, and I just wondered, I wanted to meet you or something. Saying something like that, to that effect. And he goes, you had your mask on. I couldn't see what your face looked like. And I had my sunglasses on, too. And I was like, what up? You wanted to see what my face looked like? I mean, and this is a total stranger, never seen him before in my life, don't know him at all. And he was like, kind of like, I still had my face mask on from when I got the water. I usually pull it down when I get in my car, but I just forgot about it. Because I'm trying to get used to wearing it, pretty much everywhere. And I still had it on when I was talking to him, and I had started to kind of pull it down at first. I think I had it kind of like that or something. When I first rolled down the window, I was looking at him. And he wanted me to pull the mask down. I think he wanted me to take my glasses off so he could look at my face. I mean, what the... God, I wanted to just... I felt like punching him out or something. First off, I haven't even taken a shower. I have on the same shirt I had on yesterday. I kind of have, like I said, a headache thing going on. I have bad migraines. And I wear my sunglasses a lot when it's very bright out today. It's got a bright, beautiful sky today. Beautiful. But it gives me a headache, and I can't believe... I mean, please, men, don't do this. Don't do that to women. That's creepy and weird. He also said something about seeing me... I've seen you get out of something... What? Yeah, I've seen you jump out of your car or your truck a couple of times and run into the store. You had your little shorts on, your tennis shoes on the other day. And I was like, oh, that's just completely creepy. I mean, he just was going on and on about watching me from afar. And to a woman, that is so creepy. Weird, and I'd like to use other words, but I don't want YouTube to pick up on my whatever algorithm, whatever. That is so unnerving to a woman. And he chased me. He tried to stop me the first time, I realize now. He wanted me to stop and pull over, while I'm driving, going along my way, my own business, doing what I need to do for myself. He wanted me to pull over and just talk to him and show him my face. And, women are not there for you just to hunt down and ogle and do things like this too. It's different when you meet somebody and it's you just randomly meet. But when you have to chase somebody down in a car and then you tell them you've been watching them from afar, and this is a very small town. So now I'm creeped out. I live by myself. And I made a video yesterday about living with my dogs. And this isn't the only time this has happened to me. This has happened to me before. It hasn't happened for a very long time because, I'm old and I've got wrinkles now and I don't look like I used to. But when I was young, I had several issues like this. I don't know how many times I had guys knock on my door and ask me questions, question me about, do you have a boyfriend? Do you live by yourself? I noticed you live by yourself, or saying things like that. That happened to me so many times. I can't even remember. I can't even count. Anytime that I would move somewhere, move into an apartment or a house or something, it's like they noticed that I was by myself. And I know they knew that, but I think they just wanted to bring that subject up so they could have a entryway into to asking me out or do something like that. But that is just so creepy. Don't do that. Don't stop women in their cars, and don't knock on their doors and ask them, oh, do you live by yourself? I'm just, I don't know. That it hasn't happened to me in a long time, but it just brought back memories of, the way he said it. If you had been there, I wish y'all could have been there to see. I mean, I didn't say one word. He was just going on and on and on. And I was like, really? And like he wanted to get a good look at me, And it kind of reminds me of one time when I was in Walmart. This happened to me probably about 10 years ago, 10 or 15, maybe not quite 15 years ago, but I was in Walmart. I was in line, and there was an older gentleman behind me, and he was probably in his 60s or 70s, and I think I was maybe between 35 and 40, so just a little under maybe around 40. So it would have been about 15 years ago, I guess. And I was turned this way, and he was directly behind me, and I noticed that, you can feel a presence behind you on one side or the other, and I could notice that he kept doing that, and I just stayed straight. I didn't turn around, and I didn't pay any attention to him, and I kind of got after. He kept constantly, and then he kind of moved to the side, and he was talking to somebody behind him, and they were talking in Spanish. I could understand some of it, and he did say something to the effect of, kind of like, I'm trying to get a look at this girl, and I thought maybe because he thought maybe he knew me, and I kind of turned this way so he couldn't, and then he kept coming more and more, and I just kept turning, and then he came around real fast to the other side, and I was like, and he tried to like get up in my face and look at me, and I turned around like that. He goes, "Oh, I'm just trying to see what you look like." I mean, he didn't know me, but he goes, "Oh, you're older than I thought you were." I was like, what? I'm very short, and I was very tiny. I was like a size 2, 3 for a long time, for most of my life. And so from afar, I did look very young. And even nowadays, I don't look as young, but there's people that told me, from far away, I thought you were like 20, 22 years old, and I'm over 50, And I was like, "Oh, what? Change your mind after you got close up?" But I was like, that was just so... God, how can you be so... so not self-aware that how rude or how judgmental you're being? I don't know. It just, as a woman, that's just one of the creepiest things you can do. Just don't do that. If you randomly meet some woman and you start a conversation, fine, but to stop them in the middle of what they're doing, their business, you don't know if they're on the job, they're in a hurry, or what they're doing, for you to stop and, pretty much want to just see what they look like, that is just the creepiest thing, it's one thing for you to get a look from far away and have an idea, but for you to actually hunt somebody down, chase them down, stop them, wave them down in their car, and then tell them that you've been watching them and you notice this and that and what they're wearing, and you want to get a good look at their face. That's just beyond creepy. I didn't call the cops or anything like that because I really can't for that, but it puts me on notice that now there's some weirdo who has been following me around town, watching me, I don't want to have any more run-ins with this person. I remember what he looked like, and actually, oh God, I was so nerved out. I think it was a red truck, and it was a red truck, but it was a SUV, kind of. But I can't remember what kind it was. He was parked directly in front of me. I can't remember if it was like a Ford or a Chevy or Isuzu. I don't know. My mind just went blank after. I didn't notice anything else other than what he was saying to me. I don't know. That's just the rant that I have for that. It just now happened to me just a few minutes ago. I just pulled over while it's fresh in my mind and the way I feel. I wanted to record it, and just please don't do that to women. It is so creepy and so weird. Okay? Thank you all for listening, and thank you for having time to come to my channel and listen to me. Thank you.